Hey guys, Technomentary here with another exciting video for you guys here. Today I bought the iPhone X 64 gig from eBay 2 days ago and it just came in the mail today, and wanted to do unboxing for you guys like with the other videos I have done in the past to show you guys that you can get some pretty good deals on iPhone, even some of the newer iPhones out there from eBay, almost fraction of the cost. So this one cost me around $400 and a little bit of tax, because you're gonna have to pay tax in the United States whenever you're purchasing from eBay, Amazon, anywhere like that. So I'm gonna be unboxing this for you guys, show you guys the condition of the iPhone X or the iPhone 10. So let's go ahead and kind of start unboxing this for you guys. So, as you can see, it came in this flimsy box, which I'm going to go ahead, start the unboxing process. We'll put that plastic aside. As you see right off the bat, it's in this generic cardboard box. Of course, this is not the original box, but this is a seller refurbished phone, so that's why you get it in this box, because most of these seller refurbished phone I think are like mostly trade-ins and whatnot, so never gonna have any issues with that. So as you can see, they have their stuff here. This seller, I believe, is Eco ATM on eBay if you guys are searching for it, but this listing might be gone, so I included the link to the discounted phones that you can find off eBay in the description section. Just click that and you'll see all the discounted cheap iPhones, iPhone X's and other phones as well. Also, before we go ahead and get started with the unboxing for you guys, if you guys are new to our channel, we do a lot of tech reviews, news, and then giveaways as well. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be giving away one of these phones pretty soon. We did give away some. We reached out to some of our subscribers to give those phones away. So to enter the giveaway, simply like this video, subscribe to us so you know when we're doing more giveaways and when we announce giveaways as well. And then share this video on one of your social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever you use these days for social media. And then comment that you have done it and where you have shared it. The more you share, the more chances of winning. So let's go ahead and unbox this. So as you saw here in the box is the actual phone, and then here, as you see, these are generic OEM charger, which are not original charger, but they still will get the job done. I used these kind of chargers before and they do a really good job to charging the phone. As you can see here, this is the space gray edition of the iPhone 10. So right off the bat, I'm looking at the back. It looks in pretty good condition. And then if we look at the side here, this side looks good, top looks good, and then this side looks good. I don't notice anything at all. It almost looks in almost excellent condition based on what I'm seeing on the back and on the side. And then on the front screen, as you can see here, there's no scratches or anything of that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and power this on to show you guys that these phones are fully working condition, genuine iPhones. These are not fake iPhones. These are original iPhones. It might have been like trade-ins or whatnot that they're selling. Couple tips whenever you guys are looking to buy from eBay: make sure the seller you're buying from has lots of feedback. Make sure the feedback are at least 95% or more. Next thing you want to look at is the condition of the phone. Usually I buy conditions that are used, pre-owned, seller refurbished, manufacturer refurbished, or new. Of course, I avoid buying listings that have per parts or not working. People can list as those usually don't have any return policy, but most sellers always buy that has at least a 30-day return policy. Don't buy from a listing that doesn't have it. It'll say it whenever you click on it. And I also made a video for you guys kind of demonstrating how to thoroughly look at an eBay listing, determine if it's a good listing or a bad listing. Check out the comment section or on our channel to that video. It's a how-to guide on how to buy from eBay safely without ever getting your scammed or anything. As you saw, the phone just powered on for us. No issue powering it on there. It's been already wiped out and factory reset for the next person to use. So I have to simply just go ahead and set this up. It's similar to like if you bought a new phone from the Apple Store or anything. It's not any different. They'll come like this and you start setting it up. If you guys are iPhone user, if you guys are new to iPhone, that's how they usually start off. You're gonna have this menu and you're gonna have to put in all of your information and set it up. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that setup for you guys quickly to show you guys these phones are working, no issue whatsoever. And the other thing I want to tell you guys is always make sure when you're buying from eBay is simply read the description of it. Most sellers that sell a lot will say the phone is fully functional. Sometimes with the iPhone 10, I noticed some listing says no Face ID or Face ID doesn't work. For some reason, that seems to be like a trending theme on eBay. Sometimes the Face ID doesn't work, but there's a ton of other ones that are fully functional and the Face ID works. So make sure to be careful when you're buying any kind of phone to read that they're fully functional. Always look for fully functional. Lastly, you want to look at, because these are phones, you're going to use it on your carrier, is that it's compatible with your carrier. A lot of times I see people buy phones, but they don't understand what that means. Essentially, what that means is that you're going to want to buy a phone that's unlocked so you can use it on any carrier. So if the phone is fully unlocked, that's the best one to get. Usually they are priced higher than the other ones that are carrier specific. That means you can use it on GSM and CDMA. And then if it's a GSM unlocked phone, you can only use it on GSM carriers. And if it's a CDMA unlocked, it will be only utilized on CDMA carriers. And then there's carrier specific ones, such as T-Mobile, which will only work on T-Mobile and its subcarriers, AT&T, which will work on the AT&T and its subcarriers, and Sprint phone will only work on Sprint and its subcarriers. So before you go ahead and even buy it, my suggestion is simply check out your carrier, see what kind of carrier they are, and make sure the phone is compatible. You can always send a question or a message to the seller. There's a way to contact the seller to ask, but they'll list in their listing what carrier that phone is compatible, or else you won't be able to utilize the phone services. As you saw, I entered the Wi-Fi password. With all iPhones, you'll need either enter the Wi-Fi or connect it to iTunes on your PC, or put your SIM card in, which is on this side here. I'll pop it in with the earring piece or paper clip, or if you have a SIM ejector, pop it in, put the SIM card in so you can get data service, because what it needs to do is activate the phone with the Apple server to make sure the phone is genuine. So as you can see here, right now I'm in data and privacy, simply just this information from Apple that's displayed. I'm going to hit continue here. Face ID, as you can see, it works perfectly. I can set it up now or later. Because I'm doing a demo for you guys, I'm just going to set it up later. Passcode, same deal here. You can choose for a custom or 4-digit or even a custom numerical one, or not use it. Or you can come back in the setting later and do it as well. So here it just warns me that I'm not using it. I should, which you should, of course. Apps and data. So neat thing about Apple phones are that you can restore it from backup from iCloud if you have iCloud backup, or restore it from PC if you backed up your old phone or other iPhone to your iTunes. Just connect it in, it'll say restore phone, and you can simply follow those guided steps. Or you can bring your data over from Android as well, which is a neat feature. Or you can do iPhone to iPhone directly. If you set your old phone next to this one, this new one picks it up and they do some kind of peer-to-peer transfer. That's also neat. Or you can just simply not do any data if you don't have anything, or you're setting it up for the first time. Apple ID, this is important to use all of these Apple services, iCloud, Apple Store, which you'll need to download any apps, music, iMessage, FaceTime, Find My iPhone or Wallet. You can simply sign into existing one, or if you forgot your password, reset your password. Or if you don't have one, you can actually create one for free. All Apple devices allow you to create a free Apple ID for you to utilize. Or you can do that later as well. You don't really need to put that in right now. Their legal stuff, terms and condition, agree. Express settings, I usually just go with that. Keeping your iPhone up to date. This is if you want the software updates to automatically download and install, or you can do it manually, whatever you prefer. For our case, I'm just going to hit continue here. iMessage, how it works, kind of gives you an explanation here. And then Siri, it's going to ask you to say a couple of commands so that the voice assistant on the iPhone, which is Siri, knows your voice, and then it can respond to your voice. You can set it up later or do it now. I'm just going to do it later. And then screen time, it's a report that the iPhone will give you on a weekly basis on inside of your phone, how much time you're spending on different apps, things of that nature, if you're really particular about that stuff, or if this is on one of your child's devices and you're setting up parental control, which is pretty neat. You can read more about that on Apple site, but we're just going to do later. Apps analytic. This is to allow the phone to send out reports for any issues. Again, personal preference. I usually don't share. True tone display. This just automatically adjusts the ambient lighting condition of the color to make it more consistent with the environment. I usually leave it on. Appearance, of course, with most smart devices, you have the light mode and dark mode, right? Whatever you choose, you can also have it set that it turns dark mode after sunset and then light mode after sunrises, which you can do in the settings. So I'm just going to do the default light mode. Go home. Now, because the iPhone 10, you have to go home, there's no home button, so you have to swipe up. That's what it's saying from the edge. Switching between apps, you just swipe from the bottom edge and then release, and then you can switch between apps. And then the control panel is now up top here. That's all it's saying in this right hand corner. It's not sliding up on the iPhone 10. So we're gonna hit continue, and as you saw, we are in the phone. It's good to go. The phone is not iCloud lock or anything. We can simply see that. A good way to test the phone is genuine is simply go to Apple Store. A fake phone or any fake iPhone will not take you to the Apple Store. It will go to some Google Play Store or some Android store. As you can see, we are able to get to the Apple Store here. My internet might not be connected here, so that's probably why. So you can always close this up. Let's try again. Yeah, essentially, you'll have to sign in and probably will start showing up. Other than that, as you see, the phone is good. You can test it out with the cameras and everything. And you'll notice, right, the camera here works fine. Back camera, front camera works fine. No issues there as well. So those things are working. If you want to test out the button, simply, the volume up and down, it works fine. I'm turning on the ringer on silent mode on and off, works fine. Home button, as you saw, works here. No issues. Flashlight works, as you can see. And everything else works like the way it should, which makes this such a good phone to buy at a discounted price. Lastly, people ask about the health of the battery. You can look at it. It's 84%, which is still a great battery percentage for this phone, because Apple recommends, I think, around 70% or so to change the battery, which you're getting a discounted phone, almost 1/3 the original price. Of course, the battery is going to be used because these phones are used phones, which means this phone is a genuine phone. It's been utilized. It's still going to be good for another couple of years, no issue whatsoever. So hopefully this video was helpful. If this video was helpful for you guys, make sure to hit that like button and then subscribe button. Also, if you want to enter the giveaway, simply share this video on all of your social media sites and comment once you have done that, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.